It's official. My book, Life of the Party, is now available for pre-order at BertCast.com, as well as a limited edition Murdered Out Machine shirts. Today's podcast, my sisters Annie and Cotty, Cotty's fiance Mike, and my wife. Get a book, get a shirt. I love you.
This is the Bertcast.
I'm hearing everyone. We're now recording.
Hello.
Do I get headphones?
No, you don't get headphones.
Damn it.
It's just a birthday podcast. I'm going to release it tonight. All right, guys. Now is when it gets unnatural. Everyone was talking very comfortably, and then the second I hit record, Annie shuts up, Cotty shuts up, Mike holds the mic, Leanne doesn't speak.
But it's been 1 second. It hasn't been that long.
Oh, you didn't get the energy? You didn't feel the energy? Because I felt the energy too.
Well, because nothing was that important that we were talking
Make sure you're talking to the mic, Annie. Real close, real close.
You can't get closer.
We were talking about waking up at 6 a.m. with children. Leanne got up at 5 a.m. this morning.
5:45.
Why were we talking?
5:45.
What was the precipice of that conversation?
Mike said that daylight savings time is kicking his ass.
No, but I thought Mike was saying that it was.
He woke up at 10, but it was really 11 because of daylight savings time.
I think, but he was saying that because he's thinking about them having kids.
Yeah, that was step 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the man cave is my wife Leanne, my sister Annie, who is single.
I knew it.
How many listeners listen to this podcast?
A lot of suitors. I don't know if a lot of them own suits, but a lot of suitors. My sister Cotty and her fiance Mike. All right. Everyone, please try to talk on the microphones so I don't get a bunch of emails talking about how we didn't talk on the microphones, and we are officially recording. So does someone want to tell everyone what today is?
Your birthday.
That's right. How old?
41.
41. Cot, you are? How old are you?
31.
Zay?
38.
38. And Leanne, you're 43.
Shut up.
43.
I'm 43.
Sucks
1970.
being married to an older
Mike,
woman.
how old are you?
I just turned 34.
What were you doing at 34, Leanne?
I was with you. I had a baby. George
Just
May.
George?
Yeah, just had George. I was 33, almost 34 when I had her.
Wow.
And I was
Could you imagine?
35, almost 36 when I had Isla.
Really? Almost 36?
Yeah, she's July and I'm August. So
Is that considered I was at dinner 2 nights ago talking to this guy who was probably 50, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a late start, getting married at 35, we'll have a kid, or I guess I'll be 34 when I get married, have a kid when I'm 36. He's like, right?
Wait, is this a conversation we've had?
I might as well just do it
from the
here.
look of Cotty's eyeballs, I don't know.
About it then.
Connie's eyes start rolling. Pass me that
No.
G-pen.
No.
Years on
They didn't roll, they got real big. Like this. Oh.
Around then, yeah.
How many kids do you think you guys will have?
She's 36.
6?
No.
I thought we'd have 3. And Leanne bounced. She was like, suck it, bitches. I want
After
my
that
body
second
back,
one started
bitch.
walking at 9 months old, no freaking way. No.
Isla's the one that fucked it up.
Yep.
Isla fucked up any possibility of us having 3 kids.
She was such a handful that I thought to myself, if I have another one, I will lose my mind, and none of these people will get what they need. So I can't do it. Isla has always been so hard.
She's been a handful, literally, now with the retainer. Like just today when we were
glasses.
tonight at Benihana's when he goes, don't touch that, it's hot, and she throws her hand on the grill. That just like, you just look at that kid and go, the fuck.
It's only going to get worse, isn't it?
No, it's
No, the
actually
next
gotten...
one.
And
No. Just think about this, okay? 9 months old and you're walking. 10 months old, you're crawling. You can't talk to her. You can't say, hey, babe, how about don't do that? She doesn't understand. So it's actually gotten a lot easier in the last 6 months, I'd say.
6 months. Yeah.
It's gotten a lot easier. But before that, I was losing my noodle.
It's a lot like our family. Like I was like Georgia, really easy to deal with. Annie was like Isla.
Oh yeah.
And then the third one is a subservient OCD monster who likes to clean when they freak out.
Wait, what would you do?
Cotty,
I would get anxiety and I'd start cleaning.
into the
Like,
mic, Cots.
not
Into the
like-
mic. Into the mic.
Not like tidying up, like OCD. Like probably should medicate me.
Vacuuming at like
When
2
you thought your
a.m.
parents were mad at you.
No,
started
any
cleaning?
emotion. Any emotion.
Cotty would start cleaning. Cotty, can you tell the story? I'm going to interrupt you a million times. My favorite story ever is when you thought I peed on you.
Oh gosh.
You've heard this, right, Leanne?
Yeah.
Will you tell me?
How does it start though?
It starts with.
It starts in the car.
No, it started in the morning with you waking me up on the couch, and you were leaning over me like, "Did you piss on yourself last night?" And I was
Yeah, and
like,
it was so gross because you never slept with like a blanket or a shirt on that couch.
"No, just bare chested and
Leather
a
and
bare,
disgusting.
just a bare chested."
Ugh, and drool.
I was in,
horrible.
I
Is
was
it
in,
the same couch they still have?
No. It
Okay,
was a
good.
couch.
Okay,
It
good.
was a couch I had in New York.
Wait,
I had that
It's that
I had it-
navy blue leather.
the
couch.
navy blue leather couch. It was such a
too.
great couch.
I think I had it last because Ina ate it.
I had it last. I had it in New
All
York.
right.
I had it in New York. I swear to God.
You were
Me and Ty Rodriguez had it in New York, and that's the couch I woke up on when Dad fucking
Cut your own tail.
14 years ago. No,
Cut
yeah,
your
it
own
is.
tail?
It is. It
When
is.
you shaved your head.
Yes, that
kinda
is the same
watched.
couch.
Pierced
14 years ago, when Dad told me I was a piece of shit on my birthday. You remember? You know that story. I know you've heard that story.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I don't know.
I'll tell you the short story. It was my birth. I was turned 26, and I was in New York. I was doing stand up, and I was like,
Oh no,
this,
I don't know this story.
I wasn't doing anything. I really wasn't doing it. I had done like a couple open mics, but I wasn't doing shit. And it was my birthday, my 26th birthday, and Dad called, and I remember laying on the couch. You remember that in that studio apartment we had, me and Ty Rodriguez had across from the Comedy Cellar? And I remember seeing it, the phone ring, and seeing his number, and thinking, ugh, don't get it. I'm hungover. I don't want to. It was like 8 a.m. I was like, he just wants to wish me happy birthday. So I picked it up. I go, hello. He goes, you're a piece of shit. I was so caught off guard. I go, I thought you were going to wish me happy birthday. He goes, no, you're, and he just gave me that break off speech. I've talked about it a number of times, but he just told me I had no humility. I had no sense of earning anything in life. I had no sense that he had fucked me up. It was the greatest speech he's ever given me in my entire life. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me, and it manifested whatever happened to me in my life. But he was like, I told Leanne this today. Mm-hmm. He just basically was like, I was in court today, and the judge asked how you are. I'm under oath, Bert. I'm under oath. And I fucking lied. I lied to the judge and said you're doing good. I got in my car and I thought, what kind of man am I that I lie in court? I lied under oath. I remember going like, mind you, now that it's 8:03, I'm still hungover. I'm still tired. And I'm on the couch going, on that blue couch, just holding the phone going. I was like, it's my birthday. Like, at what point are you going to say what you got me for my birthday? Like, that's the way my brain worked. And he
At
said,
26. But what'd you get me for
yeah.
my birthday?
And so,
Everything that he
Totally
just said,
normal.
and he's like, but wait, what'd you get me for my birthday?
it's my birthday. I kept thinking, it's my birthday. But, and I say this.
Nothing that you're saying is ringing true. I haven't earned anything, but what's my birthday
What's my
present?
birthday? It's my birthday.
present.
You two, Cotty and Annie, you'll get you'll know this from me. No one listening to this is going to know this. Maybe you will, I don't know. But, like, you know me is that I automatically in my head was like, how do I victim myself out of this? And be like...
Really?
And, like, of course. Shut up, Leanne. Fucking shut up.
That was so real.
No
Of
way.
course.
Are you
I was-
kidding me? I've never witnessed
Shut
this,
up.
ever.
Shut up.
Martyr man. Martyr man.
I was trying...
Who's gonna be the smarter man?
I thought, how do I get myself out? Like, in my head, I'm being
So
very,
you're
I'm
like,
being
wait,
very
wait,
honest.
What'd you get me for my birthday?
No, I was like,
I get what you're saying, but wait,
Hold
what'd
on,
you
what'd
get
you
me for
get
my
me,
birthday?
though?
Is this a surprise? Is this going to be the best surprise ever?
You're really setting me up for some good.
I'm fucking leading to a car.
Dad, thanks so much.
I just kept listening going, okay. No, but he just told me I was a piece of shit. He was like, I fucked you up. I didn't teach you any humility in life. You never earned anything. You never worked for anything.
What'd you give me for my birthday?
But I did earn my birthday present, right? Because it's my birthday. I mean, I did earn that, right?
You brought me here.
I just farted. So no, he just. I hope everyone's enjoying this. It is my birthday, so I have been drinking. So there's two things he said to me. He said, number one, he goes, I owned it for the first time in my life. I owned it. And I said, what can I do? Because I wanted to be like, I'm not gonna say what I wanted to do, but because you'll make fun of me. But like, I wanted to like find a way out of it. Like get out of the conversation and change it. But I didn't, and I said, how do I fix it? He was like, you can't.
Oh.
I was like, what do you mean I can't? He goes, you can't. You're a fuck up. Like I fucked you up. Don't worry. I'll just pay for everything, and you'll be fine. And I was like, but I don't want to be a fuck up. And he goes, buddy, you don't have what it takes to fix it. And he was not even being like, I mean, you guys know Dad. That's not the way Dad talks.
No.
And he was like, so like, I can't, buddy. You don't have it. I'm sorry. You lost it. And I was like, Dad, I'll do anything. And he was like, you won't. He goes, I'll tell you what to do, and you'll argue with me. And I was like, no, I swear to God, I'll do whatever it takes. And he was like, you need to go to the comedy club and ask for a job. And I said, well, Dad, that's not how it works. He goes, I told you. That's why you'll never fucking fix it. He goes, any person on that street. I go, Dad, you can't just go to the club and ask, then you look weak. And he goes, no, you think you'll look weak. The average guy out there that doesn't have a father that's willing to give him money because he got fired from Barnes & Noble. Mm-hmm. You remember you were there the day I got fired from Barnes & Noble?
You got fired?
He left for work and called me like an hour later. He's like, hey, I'm coming back home. I got fired. What do you want to do?
I came back with 2 40s, and we just drank 40s on the couch all day.
Wait, why'd you get fired?
Working out in the basement in my underwear. It's a long story. Here's the point.
Ew.
Anyway, we get Dad tells me, he goes, go to the club and find the guy and tell him you do anything. You'll make burgers, you'll mop up, you'll do anything. And I was like, almost wanted to watch him fail. So I go, I remember saying to him, he was like, do that. And I go, Dad, I can't. I have plans. He was like, what?
It's my birthday.
I said, it's my birthday. I'm having a party. And he was like, you haven't earned a fucking party. He goes, what are you having a party for? He goes, you're turning 26. You have nothing in your fucking life. What are you going to celebrate? He goes, how about this? How about you fucking go to take yourself to dinner and think about who the fuck you are? And I was like, okay. Like, ruin my birthday. And I was like, but he was like, if you do what I'm telling you, you'll wake up tomorrow and feel like you earned a party.
Well, he also told you to write down some goals.
He goes, sit down and write down some goals you have planned for this year. Achieve those fucking goals. And once you've achieved those goals, then you deserve a party. And I was like, okay. So I took myself to a Thai restaurant on 7th Street and Bleecker, I think. It's gone now. I think it was called Lemongrass or something. And I wrote down 26 goals, and then I went down to the comedy club, and I went to Louis Schaefer, and I was like, the guy that running it at the time, and I was like, hey, I want to be a comedian. Everything Dad said. I want to be a comedian. I'll do anything. I'll mop up. I'll make burgers. I'll put chairs up. I'll do whatever you need. I just want an opportunity to succeed. Please give me any advice I can give. And he goes, go back to Florida. And I was like, well, that's not an option. And he's like, go back to Florida and go fuck yourself because you're not getting a job here. You're not a comedian. I don't look at you as a comedian. You'll never be a comedian. So almost like in an excited kind of way, I went back and called Dad the next morning. He goes, what happened? And I told him. And he goes, perfect. Go back tonight. Go to that same guy, Louis Schaefer, and tell him the exact same thing. My name's Bert Kreischer. I want to be a comedian. I go, Dad, I look like a fucking fool. He goes, you think you will. To Louis, you look persistent, and you'll look like a thorn in his side. And you tell him at the end of the night, I will do this every single night until you give me an opportunity. And until you give me an opportunity, you're going to see me every single fucking night. So give me an opportunity. And I was like, all right. And I didn't have any other options. So I went, I did it again the next night. I said, Louis Schaefer, yada, yada, yada. My name is, and he goes, I thought I told you to go back to fucking Florida. I go, look, here's the deal. I just talked to my dad. My dad broke me off last night. And this is going to happen every single night as long as I'm in New York. And I'm in New York for a while. I signed a year lease. And I will do this to you every single night until you give me an opportunity. And Louis was like, all right, fine. Go out front and you bark. And you bring in 20 people. And at the end of the night, if you bring in 20 or 25 people, I'll give you $25. And if there's still a crowd, I'll put you up at the end of the night. And I was like, really? He was like, yeah. And I was like, shut the fuck up. It was like literally changed my life. I was like, awesome. And he was like, great. And so I did it. And that night, Karen Bergreen, who is a very funny female comedian, was on stage. And for Puerto Rican, I brought in everyone on stage. I brought in people with groceries. Like, I brought everyone that walked down the street. And do you remember coming there when I did that? I feel like Dad came at one point.
There, but I don't know if you were.
I went once
Doing
when
the
I was barking
stuff, but we'd stay until all the show was over and you'd go up.
Yeah, and so that night, Karen Bergen went on stage, and these 4 Puerto Rican guys that I brought on stage, I brought into the club. So I sat them right up front.
What does that mean?
Puerto Rican?
No.
Oh, it's Latino descent. Barking is like you stand on the street and you. As people walk down the street just going home, you stop them and you're like harass them and you're like, hey, listen, we got a comedy show, and they're like, no thanks. You're like, no, here's the deal. I was actually what's really fascinating is, and you, Annie and Cotty will know this, and so will Leanne a little bit. Mike, you'll be like, really? I have social anxiety, so like that form of interaction but kind of bothers me a lot, like getting people off the street and being like, hey, okay, like that's not who I am really. Like in genuine, like genetic makeups, that's not who I am. The guy that goes, hey man, I got a great comedy show. I'm not a salesman like that, which is ironic because now I do that for a living on Trip Flip and I get people off the street. But I had to do that and I had to learn how to do that and I had to be good at it and I did it. And so I'd bring people, they'd be walking and I'd go, hey, I got a great comedy show. It's national headliners, Dave Chappelle, Jim Brewer. Like I'd name off the names. I'll get you in for free. How about this? I get you a 2-drink minimum. You buy the 2 drinks. I'll get you seats right up front. And they're like, whoa, we don't want to. I'll sit you in the back. Like I would just sell them. Like get them in the room, and I was really fucking good at it. And then that night, 4 Puerto Rican dudes I brought sat up front. Karen Bergering got on stage, and they made her cry. They were not the greatest guys.
Obviously.
And she started crying and she walked off stage. Louis Schaefer leaned out front, looked around, looked at me. I was the only one there. And he goes, you want to be a comic? You're up next. And he went up stage and he was like, guys, our next comedian is the first time on stage at the club. Or I'd done an open mic there a couple times. And I went up and I fucking lit these dudes on fire. It was just old school fraternity shit. And I destroyed them, and they got up and left. The crowd went nuts, and then I didn't have any material. But I got a job there. That's how I got a job. Now, I don't know why we started talking about this.
You're talking about peeing on sweaters.
You were talking about dog pee.
Are you sure? This is how we got here?
Then it segued into the blue couch, and I had the blue couch in New York.
Oh, the blue couch.
On the blue couch.
Jesus. So the blue couch, Cotty woke me up on.
Yep.
So
I said you're taking me to school.
I was in college at the time, and I think I was partying pretty hard.
You think?
Really?
It's like parrots.
No. So I go, Cotty wakes me up one morning. She's standing over me. You're what, 10?
No.
11?
13, 12.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Were you at Academy
it was
or
in middle school
Carrollwood
when this
Day?
happened to me.
You're in middle school.
I was at Carrollwood Day.
Okay. And Cotty's looking over me with that Cotty face of like that scrunched nose. She goes, wake up. Mom and Dad say you have to take me to school.
Scrunch nose.
Did you piss on yourself last night? And I'm like, what? She goes, you pissed on yourself. You smell like piss. I go, Cots, I don't. She goes, no, you pissed on yourself. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let's go. I was in boxers. I got in the car in my Jetta.
No, in your Jeep.
Yeah, it must have been. You're right.
Yeah.
The Jeep. And the windows were down. And we got in the car. I was still in boxers. Very inappropriate, by the way. Taking Connie to middle school, shirtless in a pair of boxers.
Not in Florida.
Not in Florida.
It was hot.
The windows were down, and I get in the car, and Connie's like, oh, my God, you reek of piss. You remember?
Yeah.
And every time Cotty would lean forward to smell my chest, I could smell it. And I was like, ugh, I do smell it. She's like, did you pee on
Yeah,
me?
you kept blaming it on the air vents in the car.
I go, yeah.
So I kept leaning forward to smell the air vents, and it got even worse every time I'd lean forward.
That makes me feel better because it would be weird if you were leaning forward to smell his chest.
No, she didn't
Oh,
smell
I
my
did.
chest.
I did.
She did smell my chest a lot.
Over and over
He woke
again.
up on that couch, and everything was wet, so I didn't know if he was sweating, if someone peed on him.
Yes,
Like, it
yes,
was just wet 'cause he
probably.
peeled himself off.
Well,
And it was just like, ugh. And the smell, ugh. So,
sexy.
yeah. So we were hotboxing the Jeep.
Then Cotty determined that it was her. She was like, wait, did you pee on me?
Oh, that's right.
I go, no, I didn't pee on you. And she goes, you did come in my room last night. Oh, my God, you pissed on me last night. And I was like, Cotty, I did not pee on you. I swear to God. She's like, you did. This is before I peed on Kristen Meddock's dining room table. So I didn't have a track record for it. I was like, Cotty, I didn't. She goes, it's me. I smell like piss. And we're driving, and we're driving on that not Bruceby Downs, but like that single road down in Lutz Lake Fern.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We're driving down Lutz Lake Fern, and now I'm convinced. I go, it's not me. It's Cotty. Cotty smells like piss. We pull into Carrollwood Day School.
You didn't even say anything. You saw me leave that car, and you didn't even say anything.
Cotty gets
I
out.
don't think you saw it.
Cotty gets out, and the smell's gone. And I'm like, oh, shit. In my head, I'm like, I pissed on Cotty.
And I went to school in the woods. That was dangerous.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. What's up? Like you were baited up. Cotty's playing kickball and there's a jaguar stalking her. So Cotty, I leave the car. Cotty leaves the car and I don't smell it at all for the whole ride home. I'm like, oh fuck. I think I pissed on Cotty. I remember thinking that the whole time. Can't believe I would have pissed on my sister, but I must have pissed on her.
maybe.
So I get home, I go lay back down on the couch, I start falling asleep, and the phone rings. And it's, what was her name? Mrs. Gary?
Oh, I have no idea.
It was Mrs. Gary.
No, it's not Gary. It's,
Garrity?
no, you're.
Are we
at
talking
the wrong
about the
school.
principal?
The principal at the time.
Oh,
Kathy.
no, but close. Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll go with
she
Kathy.
calls up. She goes,
Coney.
no.
Beth?
Maybe not.
Oh, maybe it was.
Beth? Kathy, Tony, Beth.
Not even close.
Beth?
She goes,
Rachel?
is this Mr. Kreischer? I go, yes, it is.
One of them.
Because I thought I am Mr. Kreischer.
But you were 20. You hadn't earned Mr. That had not been
I
earned.
hadn't even earned a birthday yet. Is it my birthday?
It's my birthday.
She goes, is this Mr. Kreischer? Yes, it is. She goes, I have Mary Catherine in my office right now. I go, okay. And I'm thinking she's going to say, I pissed on her. And she goes, she just informed me that someone named Thelma had urinated on her jacket. I go, oh, that makes sense. And I hung up. She didn't know Thelma was our dog.
He had the kid behind him. I was like, hey, why'd you color in some of your letters?
Oh.
I was like, what are you talking about? And I had a burgundy, like, really horrible jacket. With,
Your dance
It was my
jacket.
dance jacket and had white lettering on the back, but half of it was, like, neon yellow. He's like, why'd you color in? And I found out Thelma had been peeing on that jacket.
Had been. Not just did that day,
several
but had
times.
been. Thelma.
Oh, Thelma
peed
pissed on-
everyone's stuff.
I remember. Do you remember?
She'd jump into a suitcase and just pee.
I know.
Like,
If anyone came over, we'd be like, "Did you
Right
put
in
your
the middle of the
suitcase on the
suitcase.
floor?" They'd be like, "Yeah." We're like, "You gotta put it up, or close it. The dog's gonna pee in it." They're like,
we
"Really?"
never walked her. It was so gross.
That you'd step in her shit,
All
like
the
walking
time.
through the Thelma was this.
Not
Toy
walking through
Havanese.
The what?
Well, you just walking through the
Yeah,
no.
a house.
There was one room. There was one
Dining
room.
room,
There was
dining
one.
room,
No.
Dining
The
room.
fucking mom's office always had Thelma's shit in
Did
it.
it?
Oh, yeah.
You'd step in it and just squirt, and it would ruin right between your toes. I remember I was dating that girl Alex, and one time she got in the car, and I go, "Hey, what's on your shirt?" And it was all yellow. She goes, and this was what a piece of work she was. She looked over, and she goes, "Oh, it's Diet Coke." I went, "What?"
Coke.
I go, "There's on your shoulder." She goes, yeah, I spilled some Diet Coke. I go, you spilled Diet Coke over your shoulder? Were you at a bar mitzvah? Like, how did you get it over your shoulder? She was like, I just spilled some. And I go, over your shoulder on your back. You spilled Diet Coke over your shoulder on your back. She's like, yeah. It happens all the time. And I went, bullshit. And I leaned over, I smelled it. I go, it's dog piss. She goes, oh, shit. I was like, you lying fucking, why can't you just tell me what it was? It's dog. That dog pissed and shit. You met Thelma on her last leg, right?
Yes, with hair wrapped around that one tooth.
Oh,
Just wrapped round and round
I
and
cleaned that
round.
tooth.
How old was she when she died? 18?
16.
She was really old, yeah.
She was
She
old.
was old. She had like she had a breast removed.
And she died on
She had-
She had a
Yeah,
breast
she
and
had
had
breast
stitches
cancer.
going up her stomach, and with that one tooth, she took her stitches out. I took her to get them taken out, and the doctor like flipped her over. They're like, "Oh, we just have a couple to clip."
She was
did
crafty.
the rest. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my!" She had like this wire hanging off of her.
Betty the Bull.
That one tooth.
And we got Thelma because the dog before that, Arthur, attacked Cotty. Cotty, do you want to talk about that? No. Did you
But
think...
we did watch Ski Camp right before bed.
What?
We watched Ski Camp right before bed.
You and Arthur?
No, Bert and I did.
I
Cotty
don't remember
didn't
watching
have
a
a
ski camp. I
bedtime.
do remember laying in bed, and I do remember he was on heartworm
He had
medicine.
He had a heartworm.
Arthur was a Jack Russell Terrier who basically was a wild animal that lived in our yard.
We didn't feed him.
We didn't...
No, we fed him.
This is way before Animal Rescue 911
He ate
on
my
Animal
dog.
Planet.
We
What?
always remember all the bowls we had in the back of the house.
It wasn't bowls, Annie. It was those. Remember those? They were like the things you got by selling.
Diet.
Yeah.
The Jenny. It was Jenny Craig.
It was
The original Jenny Craig.
It was,
stuff.
and you just put it right on the back. And you just put a can, dump it square. Don't pretty it up. Arthur, and then shut the door, and then Arthur would just come running. But we got Arthur, and then he just started catching rats like left and right. 'Cause we lived in the woods, birds, snakes, anything. I remember the Arnolds were building their house, and they had a hole under the thing that was infested with rats, and they shoved Arthur in there, like holding onto his hind legs. He came out, and there were tails coming out of his mouth. I remember that distinctly. Arthur was a wild fucking animal that lived in our neighborhood, and I'd be with Chris Suarez and all Kenny and Mike Broccolier, all those guys, and Arthur would just come rolling by like with an animal in his mouth, and you'd be like, "That's my dog."
Well, yeah, and if you were in the boat, he'd swim out to the boat, and you'd have to put him in the boat.
I tell a great story about Arthur with like Ryan Quinn and Cayman and Alan and Weicho and all them came out to our house one weekend. There's a lot. I don't know if you remember this, Cots, but it was when I was in high school. We all came out and they all wanted to go out in the boat and go out in the boat, and Arthur went out in the boat and we lost him in the lake.
Yeah, I remember this.
And I tell a story to the girls that is very fantastic about alligators and ducks and
Or the one time you tried to show Cotty and I this natural spring.
Oh, I
in the
remember
lake,
that,
and
too. That was
we busted open a
spider web.
Yes.
Oh my God. I hope everyone's appreciating us reminiscing about our childhood. But yeah, there was a natural spring that was like, if you went back into the corner, Leanne's falling asleep. All right.
I'm joking.
But yeah, that was Arthur was a wild animal, and then he attacked Cotty one night because we brought this wild animal into our house on a
like,
Well,
heart.
he had to
Coyote.
stay inside. That was the problem.
Yeah, Dad had broken his back with the garage.
Dad broke.
No.
No, he didn't break his back.
He didn't
just
break his
dented
back.
It.
Dad broke his back.
He dented it.
He dented a dog's back. Dented
Well,
is a. He
said,
broke
like-
his fucking back.
It wasn't broken because he was totally fine. It just was a little bit.
Oh, he told
indent.
me he was resilient with the door.
He was totally resilient.
He needed chiropractic.
No. Let me tell you what. Like, can I very candidly?
acupuncture.
Can I very candidly tell you what happened? What would happen is we'd pull up, and Dad would open the door, and the second we opened the door, Arthur would start running the door, and Dad would start hitting the garage door back and forth, going, "I can get him. I can." Am I making this up at all?
No, he did. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah, he'd go, "I can get him. I can get him," and we'd be in the car like, "Get him!" And then one time he got him, and he broke the dog's back, and we were like, "Ah!" "Oh, he broke his fucking back."
He didn't. He lived forever. Well,
And so then he got heartworms. We brought him to the house, and he was sleeping in my room. And I was like, "Oh, we have an indoor dog. How cool is this? Cots, want to sleep on the floor with him?"
Okay, good idea.
And the cops started staring at him while he's sleeping, like an obsessed college freshman, just staring at him like, I want to watch you sleep. And Arthur bit her in the face. And then the rest is folklore of what really happened to the end of Arthur.
We really don't know.
Oh, I know.
Bert, you say
You know
you
what?
do. but
I
Uncle
like what
Pete
I
says-
know. I'm good
yeah,
with
I'm
what
good
I
with
know.
He went to the farm.
He did not.
He went to a farm, right?
After he went to Robin's house.
He went to Robin's
He
house
never went to Robin's house.
He
in
did
a
too,
basket.
'cause I think
In a basket.
Who's Robin?
she worked for my
She was
dad.
his secretary.
Oh, okay.
She came
Yeah.
to take him.
In a basket.
well, and I
but
packed
then
up all
he
his
had-
stuff.
Like Toto's basket?
He was in a basket.
Like Dorothy and
I was
Toto?
out-
In a basket.
He was in a basket.
Put the lotion in the basket.
No, it was a basket.
For my precious.
Too late.
I'll never. I was like, Arthur's gone, guys. Zeb's dead. We're never gonna see Arthur again. And then we got Thelma right after that, like that Christmas, right?
When
no,
Mom
for Mom's
turned 40.
40th.
Holy shit, that was Mom's 40th.
Yeah.
When I was... Wait, that doesn't... Well, yeah, I guess it does. I was Isla's age.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was. What grade's Isla in?
Second,
Yeah, I was Isla's age.
when you got attacked.
We got Thelma.
I was summer of my first grade when I got attacked. We got Thelma.
Are you
going into
shitting me?
second grade. No, I was Isla's age.
Makes total sense. I could totally get attacked by a dog. Do you want to tell everyone what Otto's doing today, Leanne?
No, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
You can't.
I will start laughing. I can't. I won't be able to get it out.
What was so funny is that because I don't think you've seen the visual of what she was doing. She just very candidly walked up to the male mannequin in the Under Armour with the Under Armour shorts on, and just very candidly grabbed, like, looked at his junk and then reached her fingers out like a little, like an alligator. Yeah, and just started squeezing it and jiggling it. She's like, "Hey, what's this?" And Leanne started laughing so hard, but we were trying to get her to stop because people were watching. And Leanne started laughing so hard that she buckled over and couldn't stop laughing. And then Isla knows she's got her laughing, so Isla keeps doing it to all the fucking mannequins. Hey, what's this?
Whole big
All the mannequins
row.
just start tickling their junk.
And then
What's
I
this,
can't,
Mom?
I
Mom,
can't
what's this?
parent her because I can't stop laughing. I was crying. I was crying. I was sitting on the floor.
And I grab her.
couldn't.
I grab her and hold her hands down. And I'm like, Isla, stop. But she's going for the junk, and I can't stop laughing holding her. So I let her go, and Leanne's doubled over, and George is going, "What is it? What is it?" It was one of the funniest fucking...
Oh, you should have videotaped it.
Yeah, us being horrific parents. All right. What other stories you guys want to tell? We've only done 32 minutes. 15 minutes more. That's it, Ann.
Oh, I have no idea.
What was your most memorable?
Oh, ask. In the mic. It's not real if I don't.
What's your most memorable birthday?
My most memorable, my 11th.
Whoa.
Really?
No questions asked.
What'd you
Quick.
get?
Does
What'd you
anyone
get for
want
your
to?
birthday?
Apparently, you'd earned something.
What
did you get for your
earned it, or
birthday?
you earned it, there, wild boy.
I got hit in the mouth with a baseball bat.
By who?
That was your birthday?
That was my birthday.
Oh, horrible. Well, that's not
and
a
I
good
lost
memory.
26 teeth.
It's memorable.
Wait.
You didn't lose 26.
Oh my!
You only
teeth.
have 26. You don't even.
I got.
You only have. I mean,
You have
teeth
38.
have.
You have 32. Something like that. I got hit in the mouth with a baseball bat. You fucking assholes. You know what? You asked the fucking question.
They like ding ding ding.
You only have 28 teeth.
No, baby, you have more than 28 teeth.
I got 14 on top, and I'm assuming 14 on bottom.
So Bert lost all
wait.
his teeth on his.
I look. Every tooth that's not real right now was damaged,
Okay, so 24.
except for the gold ones.
Okay, so then
1,
that would
2,
be
3,
22.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 22. 22 teeth.
Wait. So
I got hit in the mouth with a baseball bat. We were playing baseball.
were you like?
Yeah. For everyone that isn't watching this, Annie just did her best Jenna Jameson impression. No.
You get all 26 teeth.
What happened? Fucking seriously?
22, Annie. It was only
Sorry.
22.
I'm sorry. I would like everyone to take a baseball bat to the mouth and just get 2. Okay?
Oh, I'd
it was a
freak out.
baseball bat to my mouth.
Was it wood or metal?
Metal, Leanne. What year is this? 1952? It's a fucking metal baseball bat. What do you think? No, it was me. It was a stick ball. Me and my kids were growing up in Brooklyn.
I'm just trying to imagine what
Visualize
it
it.
sounded like when you got hit.
Kink.
Exactly. As opposed to thunk.
It
if it
sounded
were
like-
wooden, right?
Oh, are you ready for you guys to dissect the rest of this? I got hit them. I was a pass ball. I'm catching. Throw my mask off. Grab the ball. Throw the ball over the dude's right shoulder. He's a right-handed baseball player. He's a right-handed batter. Throw it over his right shoulder and throw the guy out at third base. Leanne, please listen.
I am listening. I was getting Cotty a bottle opener.
That's not a twist off. Have a Budweiser. The Budweiser's more your speed. It's a twist off.
It's more your speed than a Bud
It's
Light.
more because you're interrupting his story with his wife trying to be accommodating.
So, pass ball. I block it. I throw off my helmet and mask. I grab the ball. I throw the ball over the dude's right shoulder and throw the guy out at third base.
Impressive.
I then step to the plate, and the guy who had just swung brings the bat back and trying to break up the play. I'm 11 years old, trying to break up the play, and hits me in the mouth and knocks out all my teeth. They are on home plate. My teeth were on home plate. I'll never forget it because Mom came out to home plate and picked up my teeth.
Oh my God.
I must have been
Hold on,
there.
Dad's our coach. Dad's our coach.
Probably.
I'm crying. I'm 11, so I'm not like I can still cry.
That you
I
said
go-
28 teeth knocked out.
I go
22.
20. Fuck you guys. I go to the dugout.
At 11 on top.
I take
of
all my
11.
equipment off. I'm ready to tap out because I also have a birthday party planned that day. Okay,
Which you had earned.
I fucking earned it.
That day you earned it. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Did you make the party?
shut up. I take my catching equipment off. Dad looks at me with my hat and my glove, and he goes, "I need you to play shortstop." I said, "I'm sorry," and he goes, "You got to finish out the inning, big guy." I go, "I'm going to the doctor's," and he goes, "Nope, you're playing shortstop for the rest of the inning because if we take you out of the game, we lose the game, we forfeit the game." Because we hadn't played like 5 innings yet, and I was like, "Dad, I can't play. I just got all my teeth knocked out." Mind you, I'm mumbling this to him, and he goes, "Buddy, you're going to go in and you're going to play shortstop. It's 2 more outs. You're going to be fine." So I fucking put. I was like, "Seriously, Dad? Seriously? Seriously?
Mind you.
Was there
I'm
blood?
mumbling this.
Seriously? Seriously? I want to play shortstop? I can't play shortstop. I don't have any teeth. I'm 11 today. I got a birthday. Seriously? I thought we were going to go to the dentist." So I put on my fucking hat
But
and my
were
glove.
you bleeding?
I was bleeding aggressively.
Okay, just checking.
I went out to shortstop, no teeth in my mouth, lips all hit from a bat that had been, and I played shortstop for 2 outs. To this day, if you ask Dad about it, I go, "Oh, I wasn't going to forfeit the game." I swear to you, on our children, if you bring it up, he distinctly remembers it. Mom remembers it. Mom, I get done the inning. I'm walking to the car. You know, Mom's like, "I can't believe you did that." And I was like, "I can't believe I did that." We get in the car, and now I'm feeling like a victim. This is not maybe something that anyone listening to this knows about, but everyone in this room knows about, that I love playing the victim, and I get in the car. Mom starts the car, and I'm upset that I had to finish the inning, that I'm not going to have a birthday party, that I have my teeth are knocked out, and I look at Mom. I'll never forget it. And I go, "Great birthday, huh?" And Mom starts sobbing, crying, and I was like, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that."
Now she's
Sobbing and crying uncontrollably. We drove to Dr. Bose's office, and I just was like, yeah, that's the most memorable birthday I've had.
Well, that's awful.
How did they fix your teeth?
What do you mean?
Do you?
You're my sister.
Oh, well, I always remember you had teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Oh, they capped them and crowned them. They did temporary caps from that time on. I want to say I already had them. Maybe I might have already had them. I want to say I got them in like 4th grade, 3rd grade or 4th grade.
Like caps?
Yeah, caps.
So they knocked your caps out?
For those of you not understanding what we're talking about, my family's teeth are notoriously horrible. George's got them. Isla's got them. Our bite, our teeth, everything about our teeth is bad. And so we were like the first generation of people that got the caps and crowns, temporaries and permanents and bonding and like that kind of, when that technology showed up, we were the first ones on that. Wouldn't you? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I want to say I had temporary crowns, and that's what got knocked out, but it broke the teeth. And then I had to get implants put in. And then I was water skiing and hit the back of Weecho's head. We were tubing.
Oh, tubing.
Weecho and I were tubing, and what we would do is like, we would, like fucking idiots, like one person would lay perpendicular on the tube, and then the other person would lay on top of them, like facing the boat, but we'd lay parallel to the boat, kind of. And then Weecho and I fell, and I knocked out like 1, 2, 3, 4, like probably 9 teeth, and they went into his head.
Ew.
All
They're
9?
They're on a couple.
Did you
But
get stitches?
no, I don't think he did. But we got up, and I remember him being like, I'll never forget when we wrecked. I knocked out all my teeth, and then they were like freaking out, and Weecho kept going, his teeth are in my head.
Oh, shut.
His teeth are in my head. And I was like, huh. And Sal Carinante was laughing hysterically, thinking it was just an awesome wipeout. And he was like, what? Shut up. And then, it came in. Everyone fucking like melted down. And then I had to go to the dentist. I had to stay like for 3 days without teeth. And I just didn't. I lost weight.
Bert,
Ne-
you
next-
were like 11.
No, that when that happened, I was like 17, 16,
You didn't
17.
have any weight to lose.
I'm sure I looked good. All right, next question, Mike.
Next question. Well, I'm actually just surprised. As your dad chilled out over the years, because he hasn't
I'll let
seemed like
everyone
that kind
else-
of guy at all to me. That would make you finish out an inning when your teeth are knocked out.
He doesn't seem like
Or
that.
even
What's
the speech he gave you in New York on your other birthday?
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. That's a loaded question. Anyone else want to take a stab at that? I think our relationship,
Or is it just with
me. Go ahead, Gotts.
Bert has a very different relationship with our dad than we do. Okay. So he's harder on him. But
You're talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
I think he also relates more to him in many ways. I don't know. I think it is a loaded question. Like,
It's a very loaded question, but it's very answerable. In like, do you remember the time? Do you remember Easter when Joey gave Dad the popcorn?
yes.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then we all ended up at your house, and
Yeah.
Dad and I were having a couple cocktails and a cigar up on the thing, and he was so open. He was like this fucking dude I'd never talked to, and he was like, you know what really upsets me is you remind me so much of my father, and I was like, and he lost his dad. I think his dad was like 42,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm 41, and I think he just that he saw that a lot. He was a very different dude also, I think, for a very long. I knew a very different dude than they knew. And then he just had it. We had a drastically different relationship, and I think I'm so much like Mom that I think there was that's like Mom and I are almost identical, and I think Dad probably felt like he could talk to me like he'd talk to Mom. And I was older. I was much older, and I was a boy. I spent a lot of time with him when I was a kid. Of like, it's so funny. Georgia is we're playing softball now, and I'm telling you what I say. The single most most intense memory I have of playing baseball with Dad is him throwing the ball to me.
And me going to get it?
No, yeah, that sounds like it. No, out at USF, and I was swinging down, and he'd go, "You're doing the goddamn chopper. It's the chopper. No fucking chopper. You swing level. Drop your hands. Swing level." And I couldn't help it, but I swung down. Georgia swings down, and I am fighting myself not because I remember going, "Dad, it's how I feel comfortable swinging. Let me swing this way. I don't give a fuck." I want to swing this way. If I don't hit 10 of them, I don't care. This is how it feels comfortable. And George is doing the same shit, and I'm turning into Dad. I'm like, George, you're doing the fucking chopper. And she's like, I'm trying, Dad. I'm trying. I'm like, it's the fucking... Yeah, I think Dad has mellowed out a lot, too. There was, look, and I've talked about this openly on a lot of things. There was the time that he was on those diet pills that it was, like, impossible to deal with him. Like, he was taking those pills that dude prescribed to him. That it was basically speed. I remember he gave me one for Easter, and we went to the Gillen's house.
Swallowed your tongue.
Oh, I was like fucking like humming, and I was like, I didn't eat a thing. I go, Dad, I had a grape. I peeled it. And he was like, yeah, buddy, they're amazing, aren't they? And I was like, I think it's speed. And he's like, no, doctor gives it to you. I was like, pretty sure it's speed. He's like, no. Buddy, I take one of these, I sit at my desk, and I fucking focus. For 8 hours. I don't get up from my desk for 8 hours. I go, Dad, you know who else doesn't do that? Dudes who make meth. So, yeah, we had that period of time that he was on those diet pills that he would just micromanage my life because he'd be up for fucking, he'd be up at 5 a.m. going, how do I fix Bert? And I think he's a lot more, I think I'm the panic child because I don't have like a set path or destination. I think he looks at me and if you'll notice,
maybe you used to.
Not now at all. Not now at all.
Not now.
Yeah. Oh, everything he says is
he kind of has from my perspective, I think he worried about Bert a lot. Bert was on a path, but would the path ever pay off?
Or would the path lead me down a destructive lifestyle?
Right. And a very unfamiliar path to him.
Completely
So it was
foreign.
completely out of his control. Like, he couldn't offer advice.
That's right. Couldn't help. Couldn't save. Couldn't
So I
do
think
anything.
That's what tweaked him out.
It was a combination.
Yes.
Yeah. At the time I shaved my head and I shaved the sides on that blue couch. And do you remember, were you in the house then?
I mean, I was home.
I remember it was spring break and I decided I wanted to cut my hair. And I thought I'd trim it up, but I did not put the clippers on and I shaved it bald on the sides and basically gave myself a mohawk. And it looked good. I thought it looked good. And then we went to spring break and we went and partied, like in high school, not partied, but hung out. And then I came home and I passed out on the couch and him and Mom came in and he saw my hair and he started shouting. And I'll never forget the look on his face when he started shouting. He goes, what the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Are you fucking kidding me? And I hopped up. I go, what's the matter? And he goes, the fuck's wrong with your hair? I go, my hair? I thought I was on fire. And he looked at me. And it was like those moments where he wants to laugh, but he wouldn't allow himself to laugh. And he goes, he made him call him like, very honestly, I go, I thought I was on fire. And he just was like, I'll never forget. He just looked at me like very honestly and had a smile on his face, but he wouldn't allow himself to smile. I must have driven the fucking. Do you remember times I took the boat out and just fucking totaled it?
Which boat?
Remember the
canoe?
The tidal wave. Remember the flats boat we had?
Didn't the three of us go out in it and the engine died, so we were drifting, rowing with
Bert
folding
said we were going
chairs?
to throw the anchor and pull ourselves in.
Oh yeah, we did do
Throw
that.
it.
Yeah, and our
pull
hands
it in.
were bleeding. You didn't do a thing.
I don't know why I kept chumming the water.
Who didn't do a thing?
Annie.
Oh,
I was
Just sat
rowing
there.
with a folding chair.
You're gonna
This is
break
back
it.
when Annie was really into the Dead.
No.
Yeah. This is back when Annie was a big fan of Fish and the Grateful Dead and Widespread Panic. And it was a different Annie. It was the kind of Annie that would skip school to go meet the Queen. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Annie Cutts?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It was the Queen.
Yeah.
What
Annie.
was she doing in Tampa?
She was parking her. She was on
What?
some boat. She was on a boat.
What queen?
The Queen of England.
The Queen of England came.
Elizabeth.
She came to Tampa
And Annie decided she wanted to
on
meet
a
her.
ship. So my friend and I went and saw it. It was packed.
So you didn't meet the Queen.
Well, it was packed, and then she bumped into one of her mom's friends.
Yeah.
Let's get our verbs right here. We didn't
Yeah.
meet the Queen. You went and saw.
Oh no,
the
we
Queen.
saw her.
Got it.
All right. Am I leaving out any good stories? Mike, are there any more questions you'd like to ask? This is, by the way, a birthday podcast. I turned 41 today. I should have said this at the very beginning. I turned 41 today.
Good.
Did I?
Pretty sure.
Well, I have been drinking, so hopefully I don't. That's the one thing about me. Leanna goes, you never sound drunk.
No.
No, I always sound sober. But it's
But
my
I
birthday.
know when you're drunk.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Leanne can tell you if I took a Xanax.
Can you believe high schoolers are doing heroin?
What?
Well, not slamming it,
What does slamming it mean? Shooting
like
it up?
intravenous.
Or are they just smoking it?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, it's called chasing the dragon, Mike. Grow the fuck up.
I thought that was really.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
yeah. You put heroin on a
Well,
piece
that's
of
what
tinfoil.
Gia did.
Yeah, it's probably where I learned it.
What happens? It moves?
You put it on a piece of tinfoil and you light it, and as you light it, it kind of rolls down and burns, and then smoke comes up.
And you inhale the smoke.
And you inhale the smoke. Spell it out.
Spell it out.
Oh my God, that's gonna smell. No, it's not gonna be bad. It's a Benihana fart.
It's butter.
How much did the girls love Benihana tonight?
They loved it.
Right?
Yes. Yes. I think that's the most Isla has ever eaten in volume at any given meal in her entire life.
Right?
No joke. She ate everything.
George was like blown away just staring at him.
So every trick he did.
Yeah. That's our new go-to place. Yep. I think it is. It's so much fun. The only problem is I sweat profusely.
You got to dress lighter. You got to wear flip flops.
Yeah, I was like, it's a dress-up place.
You need open
Benihana's not a
toe.
dress-up place.
Not anymore.
No. It's extremely Applebee's.
It's kind of Red Lobster.
It's a little bit
It
nicer
is.
than Applebee's.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's got a very Red
not
Lobster
cheap.
feel.
No, it's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
Oh, it's not.
But it's a lot of food for what you get. I mean,
For 12
think about
people.
It was
Oh yeah.
like
I'm
my
still
meal.
full.
My meal was only $16.
Really?
Yeah, my noodle meal.
Mine was like almost 40.
Mine was 16.
What'd
but
you get?
Soup and salad.
Did you get the
and-
Supreme?
Samurai surprise or
Stop it.
Did you feel surprised?
Oh, Mike.
Arigato.
samurai something?
Samurai surprise.
Samurai something.
I would hope it wouldn't be the surprise. That would be scary.
Yeah.
Pudding.
Samurai
Look at my
pudding.
pudding. Oh, Mike.
In your lobster tail.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was really good. It was
you
a
have
good
a good birthday?
Yeah, I didn't write my goals, though.
You got to do
You
that.
didn't?
No.
You can't break with that
chance.
tradition.
We still have 2
I've had to
hours.
push it to the next day a couple times
You do that
since I had a family. Every year.
On your birthday, you write
Every
your
year I
goals
write
for
my
the year.
goals, yeah.
And he achieves them. It's really kind of uncanny.
Really?
Because I'll read them, and then a year later, in the past a couple times I've read them again, and I'm like, you did every single one of every single one,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
every one.
What did you? I mean, what were your goals last year that you achieved this year?
Sitcom, documentary, book. Like it's all.
Literally were all your goals last
Yeah,
year?
yeah. They were all things I wanted, but I knew were like it could be in the works. That I knew that if I kind of focused, I could get them, and I wanted to stay working at travel. It's all things I wanted, and I guess once you put it, Leanne's the one that started this whole trend.
Well, your dad started it.
But you started the trend of saying it out loud, manifesting it. We talked about this the other night. I started telling people probably 2 years ago that I wanted a 4-camera sitcom that shot at Radford.
At CBS Radford.
I've been telling people that
that
for
right there?
yeah, it's the one right there.
Ride a bike.
I was like, I've been just saying it out loud. What people say? So what do you want to do in this business? A lot of times people say that they say it in this business, and they really are kind of feeling you out to go like how can I help you? They're not saying that, but so where do you see yourself in 5 years? Well, a lot of people just very modestly say, oh, I don't know. I'd like to be, doing a little better and happily, they don't really put it out there. You tell them exactly what we want, and if they can give it to you, they give it to you, I think. Leanne's the one that brought that up a long time ago. You're like, I would say something, and I'd be like, yeah, but I don't want to say that. She's like, no, you say it out loud and manifest your destiny. And I started telling people probably 2 years ago. I was like, she was like, I realized I wanted a sitcom a 4-camera sitcom that's shot at CBS Radford. It's real close to here. I love that studio. That lot's beautiful. It's a bike ride away. I want to do a 4-camera sitcom, and I started saying it, and it manifested, I think. So, I don't know. Yeah, that was on my goals. The book, the movie, the show. Yeah. I'm hold on. There's also goals. There's also goals I haven't achieved. Like one I always put on that I've never been able to achieve.
That compound you wanted to buy.
I've been waiting for a compound my whole fucking life.
Is that going to go on this year's list?
No, I manifested it the other day, telling George, or not George, our kid, but our neighbor, if you want to sell, let me know, and I'll compound out this block. I'll buy George's lot. I'll buy George's lot. Those was it 4 apartments?
It's 3.
3 apartments. Buy those 3 apartments. Compound out the block, like just corner it off, big walls. And just own all that. Pool in the center. Pool in the center. Just fucking cash as shit. Like, right? Pool in the center, right where our driveway is right now. We got his parking garage in the back. How great would that be?
It'd be nice.
You just got to let him know you want it.
Put it on the list.
If he doesn't know you want it, he's never going to give it to you. I want to tell him. I did not say this to him, but I want to say to him, tell me the price you want, and I'll pay for it. What's that? It would be like a strip mall of housing. Yes.
Of all your friends.
No, George and Ilo have an apartment.
They each have their own
They each have
apartment.
their own apartment.
One apartment for the
They can all
dogs,
play apartment.
and then Bert and I have the house.
Yeah. And we got the man cave, pool in the center. How great would that be?
It'd be great.
Be
I want a
fucking-
house in Big Bear. Can I have that?
You don't have to. You just put it out there. Let's go around the room.
I'll manifest that.
Let's go around the room and manifest. Let's play this game, Annie, and manifest our destiny. You say what you want, and let's see if you get it. All right. Let's start with Leanne.
I want a house in Big Bear.
Okay. Leanne, what's the house in Big Bear? Cotty. In the microphone. In the microphone.
I just figured out that my goals are like brush your teeth, take the stairs. Mine are just like don't be a lazy piece of shit.
Maybe we should up your ante just
Yeah,
a little bit.
up your Annie just a tad bit.
More water.
Drink
Only
more
drink on
water.
weekends.
Floss.
Ease up on bread. Mine are very simple goals. I could just achieve them tomorrow,
Yours
but I
are
choose
always-
not to.
So are you
Brush my
saying?
teeth twice.
Stay in on Sunday.
Are you
No pizza this weekend.
Shower on weekends.
got that goal? Check.
So I'm gonna work on those.
You're going to work on some major goals.
You know, I'm doing pretty good right now.
Just got engaged.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Working at Fox. Can you tell the Tim Jew story? Or wait, can I?
Joe?
Is that it?
Yeah, the DVD guy.
Can I tell this? Well, can I just tell it the way I tell it?
Sure.
Because it's better the way I tell it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm not married to detail. Because it's not my story.
Oh, this should be fun. Yeah, you tell it.
Yeah. So that's the beautiful thing when it's not your story. You don't care about the fucking details, so you just tell it the way you want to tell it.
I
So
don't know that you care about the details when it is your story.
Oh, shut up. Leanne cares about the details so much, she bores the fuck out of a story.
I am not boring. And
I'm not saying you're not
offended that
boring.
You say that.
I'm not saying you're boring. I'm saying your stories.
My stories are not boring.
All right. Do you want to tell the Whitney Houston story and see who's got the better story?
I don't. I didn't say I had a better story than yours, but my story's not boring.
Here's the difference.
That's
I don't.
not fair.
Well, that's not fair for you to say that I don't care about details. I just simply hide important details to make the story better.
Okay.
Is that fair?
You hide important ones?
I don't know if you
Right. Like,
have them.
so like everyone's heard the Whitney
Take my
Houston
story first.
No. Everyone's heard the Whitney Houston story. I don't say it's Whitney Houston when Leanne realized it was Whitney Houston. I wait until the end of the story.
You
'Cause
reveal it later.
I reveal it later because I
knew
know
it
that
was-
at the end,
Yeah.
it's a big pop. Leanne is very married to the truth. And she goes, when we walked in the waiting room, and I went, oh, shit, it's Whitney Houston. Right?
Yeah.
But that's
But
the
to
way.
me, the big reveal is that she came back there and talked to us.
Yeah, but it's a bigger reveal if we
It is
didn't know who she
bigger.
was.
It is bigger.
Okay. So Cotty gets a job at Fox. First, I'll tell you what. Let's have fun with this. You tell me where I stray from the truth, and I'll tell you how the story should be told.
Okay.
Okay? Her very first day.
I mean, you can roll with it, but
Like how many?
Straying from
How many
detail.
days? How many days?
like 3 weeks maybe.
Okay, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. But you know what? In a story, that's very close to the very first day. You still have those first day feelings.
Totally.
You don't know anyone.
True.
You're brand new to your email address. You don't know what to do. You have to go to your boss. And it's when, and tell me when I steer away from the truth. It's the day that DVDs, that screeners are being released. Everyone wants to. Wait, what is it?
More hidden details.
Wait, tell your side.
I just had to order DVDs for shows. So when their season came out, I would order like 100.
Oh, this isn't. It wasn't screeners.
No, they weren't screeners. So I was replying to. Oh, go ahead. We can
No.
keep.
Okay.
going.
No. So the way I tell it, I remember it being screeners, and I thought that you were in charge of screeners because here's another the way my brain works. Screeners are more important. Like screeners are something that is kind of like a Hollywood secret. Oh. Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, we'll go with your story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glad you've been telling that one.
Into the mic, Cots. Into the mic.
Perfect.
So, I now understand why you tell it your way. All right. So, Cotty's got to burn DVDs for everyone's show.
No.
Whatever the fuck it is, whatever
I'm
you did.
ordering DVDs and people want more of them and I can't buy them.
Into the mic. Into the mic.
You can go to the gift shop and buy it.
Hold on.
Yes.
No. Right, that's where we differ also.
No, that's
true.
the story.
Hold on.
Oh.
Cotty gets all these emails.
And I have to reply to them saying, unfortunately, we can't buy them for you. But if you'd like to purchase them, this is how you do it. Please
Oh,
call
shut the fuck up. Well, I thought you went to your boss.
Tom Jew.
Hang on. I thought I say Tim.
It's Tom.
Oh, big deal.
It's Tim.
Still there.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, really? So Cotty went to her boss and said, I'm getting all these emails. What do I do? And he goes, oh, just tell him. Is this right? He goes, just tell him to go to Tim Jew's at the studio store.
No.
You're
No.
butchering it.
Well, pretty much I figured out who to go to. And I started drafting these emails and I thought, hey, kill 14 birds with one stone. I'm just going to copy and paste.
So Cotty writes a letter
So I start banging them out before lunch.
and just starts sending them out.
Boom,
200.
Boom, boom. Whoa, no. So off. You've got to be kidding.
100.
14.
No. I got to 7 before I noticed.
Those hidden details, baby.
So much better at 200. So Cotty, I'm the worst listener. So Cotty gets her first reply back and it says, what? There's only one? What did the first one say?
It said, everyone, no, like the first 6 were like, great, thanks for the info. Perfect. XOXO. And I'm like, oh, nothing. And then one chick writes back, there's only one? Question mark. And I was like, huh? So I scrolled down and autocorrect had changed Tom to the.
So it said, if you're looking for
But it put
DVDs,
the in like a capital T-H-E, capital J-E-W. Like,
if you're
please
look,
call the Jew at the studio store.
the Jew has all the information you need. I can't help you, but the Jew can.
And the Gentile answers hang up.
I fucking punch up a story so much. I can't. You know what sucks is I've been saying Tim Jews. It's so much better, Tom Jew. But that doesn't sound real to me, so I would never use it.
Yeah, Tom.
Tom Jew at the studio store. Is that what it is? The studio store?
Wait, did you ever talk to him?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time. I didn't bring it up.
So he has no idea.
No.
Until now.
If you need any help, please contact the Jew in the studio store.
I freaked out.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember one woman who still works there now came out of her office and she was like crying. She was laughing so hard.
I can imagine the new girl 1 day on the job.
Or 3 weeks.
Or 3 weeks. Sends out an email to fucking 200 people.
Or 7.
Or seven. Look, I'm not married to details. I'm married to the interesting part of the story. It's like when we were kids, Annie would, I'll never forget this. I'm fucking so angry. We just moved in a new neighborhood, and I lied to the kids and told them I won the punt, pass, and kick contest at Buck Stadium. And Annie just comes up right behind me and goes, "That's not true. Dad won't let him play football." And I go, "Hey, I'm trying to make friends for both of us right now. You're fucking me up, okay?" And they're like, your dad won't let you play football? I was like, "She doesn't know what she's talking about. I have a pocket knife." And they're like, "What?" He doesn't have a pocket knife. Dad won't let him have a pocket knife.
And a lucky rabbit's foot.
I did have a lucky rabbit's foot, hard as fuck. Yes, I wore that everywhere. Early signs of OCD. All right.
What's a wrap?
That's got to be an hour, right?
Yeah.
It's an hour and 7. It's an hour and 7. All right.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything you want to plug?
No.
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 Annie is single.
We didn't even have goals.
Annie's single. If you want to date her, go email her at
Whoa.
No.
Ina.
No.
Eena, meena, mina, mo.
She's on Facebook. Send her a friend request with a message.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, they could get the wrong one too.
What?
Do it.
Wait, why? What?
There are a few Annie Kreischers.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're interesting.
Are there really?
Yeah.
I'm hoping you're the
All
prettiest
over the
one.
place.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, you know what? Send them all to Annie Kreischers. Kreis. Oh, you know how to spell it. You're a fan of the podcast. I'm going to post this. I'm going to post this tomorrow. My birthday was tonight. Thank you guys so much for, if you guys could have one birthday wish to give to me that you hope happens for me this next year, what would it be? Let's go around the room. Wait, did we finish our Manifest the Dream?
No.
Annie
We're gonna
did
work on
manifest.
that. We
Mike,
signed-
Mike, what was your Manifest the Dream?
I didn't say one, but I'm getting married next year, so let me just focus everything in on that. Hope that turns out well.
Oh, I was like, that's going to happen.
Yeah, no, it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Done.
It's a lock. I mean, I think we already started putting deposits down on shit. I think it's
Money
going to
has been
happen.
spent.
Yeah.
It's
So that's your focus is the marriage?
That's my focus.
All right. Zay, manifest the dream.
a house in Hawaii. I know I skipped a lot of goals in between that.
Way to leapfrog.
I was like,
It would be nice if it were like attainable within a year.
Yeah.
you never know.
You never know.
House in Hawaii.
Whatever.
Put it
I
out
answered the
there.
question.
My own liquor company. Face tattoo.
I want to own the Eiffel Tower.
Done.
Just some of a bomb scare. I'll be cool with a bomb scare. House in Hawaii, Zay?
I like it.
Okay. For all my Hawaiian listeners, and I know you're there, she is single.
That's how you can manifest.
She didn't say it was her own house. It could
Yeah,
be
it doesn't need to be her house.
a house in Hawaii.
Single.
She knows a lot about kelp.
Knows a lot about
For
kelp.
Hawaiians.
Very good with T-shirt sales.
And children.
Hey,
Yeah.
pimp the Murdered Out Machine shirts. For those of you who are ordered a Murdered Out Machine shirt, Annie and Leanne are the ones packing them. So if
On
you want
Tuesday.
a special note from Annie or Leanne,
Oh, Bertrude.
look, both of them are like, never mind.
Bertrude.
Wrap it up. Now, if you guys could wish one thing for me to manifest this year, what would it be? We'll go backwards. We'll start with Leanne. I know Zay is going to be last. By the way, we call her Zay. Annie is Zay. I just didn't want anyone to get lost.
I would manifest for you more time at home.
Okay.
You took mine.
Oh, you took mine.
We were all gonna say.
I
the
was going to
same
say
thing.
that. Does everyone really say
I
that?
was really gonna say that.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
are
you
gone so much, and you get so grounded when you're home. And
Really?
it's so good for you, like for your
slow
mental,
down.
physical, emotional health. When you're here for like 10 days straight, you're such a different guy. For you, not for anybody. But for
Did
you.
anyone in this room ever think that I would actually work this much?
I did not.
Yes.
Wait, Annie and Cotty just said yes.
Yes.
You really thought I'd work this much? Like, meaning like be this work obsessed. Not say like you know what I mean?
I thought you would be this
No,
successful.
I knew you'd be successful.
No, I'm not.
he's
No, I'm
not
not saying
talking
that.
about
I'm saying like,
Work obsessed,
like
yes.
being that I just am gone. Like I'm obsessed with work.
I thought you
Like,
would.
did you see that in my personality? Because I think everyone that knows me is shocked I actually have a job.
No.
Well, I don't feel that. I always knew you'd be successful. I just had no idea you would be like a book, a sitcom, a travel channel, T-shirt company, podcast, stand-up. There's all this stuff all at one time. I never expected that. Well, I'm happy for it, but I never thought you'd be able to juggle that many balls at one time.
Our diva driver was a huge fan of yours.
Really?
Yeah. He was like, "Are you related to Bert?" I was like, "Shut up."
Oh, you told me that. Well, I kept wondering though
He
when you said
listens
that.
to your podcast.
I
It's
can't-
like, I'm obsessed with his podcast. I was like, no way.
Really?
That thing's live.
That thing's
What?
live.
I didn't know it was out there that much.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of people. There's a
Like,
lot.
he knows you through
You'll
your
find out,
podcast.
Annie,
Oh,
how
he
many
does
people
it.
are out there.
There's a new episode once a week.
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah, I
that.
do a new episode once a week,
like
and there's
how
a.
many
Are there
by the
now?
way.
30 or 40? There's a lot.
There's gonna be
of them.
there's 40. I think this is 47. And then yeah, and there's big news on this podcast coming out. I think in probably like 2 weeks. I'll wait till they release it. I won't say anything about it, but big changes in the podcast, and yeah. I never saw myself working this much. I thought I'd be the dude. I don't. You know what's so funny? I used to get anxiety when I had like an audition the next day. I was like, I can't imagine these people that work all the time. Now I have like a meeting or an audition or I haven't gone on an audition in fucking years, but like a general meeting or something, and I just go, oh, it just folds into the thing. Like Leanne goes, this is what our week looks like, and I literally said today, I'm working every single day. I'm working every single day from fucking 8 in the morning till 5 at night. And I've never thought I'd see that. I'm so not that person. I'm the kind of person that expects a birthday party at the end of the day.
Expects it.
I expect it, and I feel like I've earned it without any work.
That's called Monday for me.
You expect a birthday party on Monday?
No, 9 to 6. He's like, I work 8 to 5, 5 days a week.
Oh, that's just in L.A. while my days off.
Here. When he's on,
Your days with travel must be longer.
Oh, they're beasts.
They're
They're
insane.
18-hour days.
Like earlier.
But it's not a beast. Let me rephrase that. For anyone that's going, oh, Cry Me a River, it's fucking awesome. It literally is the best job in the world.
but it is a long
It's
day.
long.
It's exhausting.
It's long because it is work, but it is,
And you come home completely spent.
yeah.
It's wonderful while you're there. I can't even imagine what amazing experiences you
Well,
have.
you'll find out in January when the girls have overnights with my sisters. So let's get this straight. Mike's plugging the wedding. Cotty's plugging the wedding. Annie's got a single relationship she's looking to get rid of. Annie Kreischer on Facebook. Very easy, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen. If you're looking for her, go to my Facebook. She is my sister.
Oh, geez.
Just look, listen, here's the deal. Tag me in that message, and I will be the curator of who I think is cool.
Oh, this could be fun.
This could be a lot of fun. I wish I'd gotten you a eHarmony. You know, I said this. Everyone we were out on TripFlip has an eHarmony. Everyone on fucking TripFlip has
No,
an
it's all
eHarmony.
about, what's it called?
J8.
Tinder.
Tinder.
Snapchat.
J-dates for
Tinder's like
Jewish
Instagram, but you can only talk
Oh,
to each
really?
other if you both like the same pictures
Of each other.
of each other.
What about? Oh, you know what I did sign you up for is Christian Mingle.
Oh, farmers only?
They do not have
Yes,
farmers.
they do.
They do not have farmers.
Yes,
They do not.
yes, they do.
Cotty, they do
Yes,
not have
they
farmers
do.
only.
farmers only.
And he's like, I mean, we have a lot in common.
Is it just
I
for
was like,
gay farmers?
You've never worked on a farm.
Women can farm.
Well,
No, they're in like bustiers and shorts.
oh wait. You mean people that into farm culture, not just straight up dude farmers?
We didn't have-
I was imagining I was imagining like your grandfather, like, here we go. Oh shit, it's Erskine. Let me meet him.
Like you should see. You should check out the site.
Farmers only.
Farmers only.
All right, we're losing Leanne.
All right, I gotta go.
I gotta go too. I'm so tired. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you very much.
Happy
You earned
birthday.
it.
I earned my party tonight.
You did earn
You
it.
did.
You
Way to
earned
bring it full
tonight.
circle. You know who I wish I could set you up with?
Who?
Pete Holmes.
Not right.
Seriously?
No, that's not right for Annie. He's not right for Annie.
Oh my God.
He's
Really?
No, they're not a good fit.
All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Let's sing a song.
What? No.
This is an edit. Right now, my family is singing me happy birthday, which I do not have the rights to and do not want to be sued for, and they are extremely litigious. So, enjoy that edit.
Hold on. Stop. I don't have the rights.
it's not.
No. So
It's not
what they've
public
tried to do
domain.
is sing me happy birthday. This is an edit right now because I don't want to get sued. So I would like you guys all to sing me happy birthday in your own phrasing and your own beats. All right, here we
Without
go.
using the words happy birthday?
Well, you can use happy birthday, but you can't go,
Happy birthday
the
to you.
thing. So you have to sing. So you have to sing. Everyone sing a verse. Ready?
I
Go.
don't get it.
Happy birthday. Sing me happy birthday.
Can I have an example first?
Yeah, like, happy birthday, Bert. You're my favorite brother. And then Leanne would go, you are my favorite husband.
And hopefully the only one.
But if I don't play my cards right, I might lose you. Like
So
that kind
true.
of. So, and you're so much better than me.
So true.
You work out, I do not.
So true.
I look up to you every day.
So true.
How do I do this without you?
So true.
You are so hot.
So true.
I want you so bad.
all the time.
I swear to God, if your sister's running right now. No. Like that, something like that. So, go, Annie, go. Ready?
Oh, I thought
3,
you were kidding.
2,
Still don't
1.
totally- I can't function on the spot
birthday.
like that.
Closer.
Birthday.
Yeah.
You can say happy birthday. You just can't say
You
the tune
earned it.
and the lyrics.
Rock on.
Now rhyme that, Cotty.
I really don't know.
Rock on.
No, I can't.
Happy birthday. Which just ended up being weird.
No, just sounded like an old man was tickling you. Happy birthday.
Birthday. You. You.
Oh, I'm just gonna get
Not so much you, but you.
Do you think Nana would be laughing right now? Do you think Nana would be like, I don't get it?
Nana Hen?
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Happy birthday.
Not so much you, but more you. Yeah, this one right here.
I'm going to have to do so much editing in this podcast.
What's wrong with that? You don't have to
None
edit
of that
any
will
of
have to be edited because
That is original.
That's
I
original.
dropped the 2.
That's original.
Connie, what's going on? I dropped the 2.
Guess why it was not so much you,
That's
but
why I was
you.
using the finger.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
birthday, you. You.
Who owns the rights to Happy Birthday?
Oh, it's Johnny birthday.
You have to pay someone a fee to sing that song?
Yeah, you got it. That the only song you can sing. Oh, when the Saints come marching in. Oh yeah, if you watch TV, you'll see that everywhere. Anytime. Oh, when the Saints come marching in. It's public domain. So like
I don't
the
think
first.
that's the only song that's public domain, though.
Well, there's a lot of songs out there
Yeah.
that are, but if you watch like the first 3 episodes of Trip Flip, we have Oh when the Saints come marching in every fucking episode because when Patrick was like, "It's public domain. Can you play Oh when the Saints come marching in?" And we're in Hawaii, and this guy's like, "Oh when the Saints come marching in." Oh fuck! I'm so sorry, everyone listening to this. I am past comprehensible. Comprehensible? let's just go.
Wait, so if you have a song stuck in your head, you can't sing it on accident on a podcast?
No, you know what's so funny? No, so I don't realize I do this, but I whistle songs all the time. Dad does it too. I'll whistle songs all the time, and I have a mic on, and we'll be in the middle of shooting a scene, and I'll be whistling, not knowing I'm whistling, and John Sayles, my sound guy for the last fucking 3 years, will always go, Bert, enough of the Pink Floyd, because I'll be like, welcome to the machine, but I'll be just whistling it. I can't do it now because it's probably public domain, but like, all right, it's not, but I'll be whistling it all the time, and he'll be like, enough of the song, we get it. Or like Katy Perry's Roar, like after on the last trip, I was whistling it non-fucking stop, and Sales is just like, Bert, enough it, you got to stop whistling, because I will just be like, they'll all be talking to an expert, and I'll just be in the corner whistling to myself, and like just whistling a song that is, and if he doesn't, yeah, and he's like, is that Katy Perry's Roar? And I'm like, you can hear that? And he's like, yeah, you're whistling it into a microphone. All right. Let's end this podcast. Leanne, do you have anything to plug?
No, nothing to plug. Murdered Out Machine shirts.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. I think we've sold over half.
Sounds good to me.
So
Cots, Mike?
What about? Can I plug your book?
Yes, you can.
Which is
Life of the Party, available at bertbertbert.com.
who plugged
We don't really have a one domain that we go to. Just go to bertbertbert.com, pick the domain you want to go to. Perfect. We got them all up there. You find where you want to buy the book, you buy it there.
I bought it.
You did?
Yeah.
I could have given you one.
Oh, can you give me
Well, I know
one?
you could have. No, that's not the point,
Okay, I'll buy it.
right? Yeah, you got to buy it.
Well, yeah. Yeah. You're going to be shipping them, Annie, so
If you buy them,
you can just grab one. You just grab one. Yeah.
I think the point is if you buy them like in the pre-order, then it becomes like a bestseller, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, the point is, everyone listening,
really?
yeah, please do me a favor. Tell your friends. If you buy them in pre-order, it really helps the book. So I'll be talking about this for the next fucking 7 months.
My dad
But-
bought 2.
Did he really?
He did. He
Are you
emailed me.
serious?
He said, I bought 2 books. Can't wait to read them. I bet they're funny.
Do you think he'll read them? Do you think he'll
No,
read
it's the
the?
same book?
Do you think he'll read them on both sides of the bed to see if they're any different? He's like, oh, he's still there on this one.
My poor daddy, it'll take him 2 years to read it.
Oh, that's really sweet. I didn't know your dad.
He did.
Well, yeah, please pre-order the book Life of the Party. It's at bertbertbert.com. All pre-orders really help the sale of the book. It is a big deal. I'm sure I'll talk about this ad nauseum when I have an author on, and we'll talk about pre-sales and whatnot. Zay, anything to plug other than your Facebook profile?
She's in a single relationship and looking to get out of it, as you said earlier.
She said that?
You did. You said
Oh, I
that.
did? I said that?
You said she's in a single relationship and looking to get out of it, which I thought was pretty brilliant.
All right. I love you guys with all my heart. You are my family. Mike, welcome to the family. This episode was brought to you by The Machine.